Hey guys, my name is Natalie.
I'm Alicia.
Derek.
I'm Ryan.
And we are going to be analysing the golf swing. We'll be talking particularly about the golf drive. And Alicia is going to demonstrate the 4 phases that we broke it down into.
Okay, for the first phase, we're going to have the preparatory or approach phase. And this is where Alicia would actually step up to the ball and place the club head behind the ball directly. She's going to bend her legs to get a better base and to create more balance. And this is also the part of the swing where she's going to be doing the calculations in her head, thinking about windage, placement, the angle that she's going to hit the ball at. And this is all going to happen during the preparatory phase, first phase.
All right, so the second phase is going to be the backswing, and this is where you pull the club head away from the ball, and then you while keeping your head on the ball, you externally rotate your hips until you're in a wound up position, so the club head's up and over your head, so that you have maximum potential energy.
Okay, so we'll begin phase 3, and this is the downswing, and this is where the hips will internally rotate, bringing the body and the shoulders and the club down to meet the ball, and she will keep her eyes on the ball, and as the club contacts the ball, this will complete phase 3.
The fourth and final phase that Alicia will be showing us is the follow through, and is where the club strikes the ball leaves the tee as it in flight. The club will follow through and pull her body through, and here you want to major attention to where the stability is in her legs and her feet are still shoulder width apart, therefore giving her the maximum balance and allowing the momentum to continue through.
Now that we have shown you the 4 phases of the golf drive, we will have Rory McIlroy, a professional golfer, demonstrate the golf drive in slow motion, taking you through the most important joint movements for each phase. And later we will compare this to my golf drive and pick apart the most important differences.
Oh boy, this one is... He will say goodbye to that bunker on the way over, but this one needs to go a little further right.
Boy, look at that. That is absolutely perfect.
Again, showing no respect for the water down the left, and that's the line it's on.
Likes it.
Just picks the tee up, so... Ooh, wow.
Notice for the first phase, Rory has his knees flexed, feet averted, and club head on the ball, as well as his own head. He is about to move into the second phase, the backswing, and he has good posture, straight back, and very good center of gravity.
To begin the backswing, Rory's weight shifts into his back leg. As the club face leaves the ball, notice that the left elbow is fully extended. Simultaneously, the hips are externally rotating until the club reaches the back of the head, building maximal potential energy. And also take note that his eyes never leave the ball the entire phase of the backswing.
The driving force behind the downswing are the hips. As you can see, Rory's hips will internally rotate, bringing the arms and club face down toward the ball with maximum velocity. While the weight on the back leg shifts towards the front leg, this creates a combination that gives you maximum energy and impact between the club face and ball as it leaves the tee.
After the ball leaves the tee, this begins the follow-through phase. Pay attention to the hips as they continue along the same line of momentum, but act as the main decelerators, slowing the golfer's momentum as the club head wraps around his body. Meanwhile, the feet and legs act as stabilizers, allowing the golfer to maintain balance and avoid injury.
Alicia's prep phase is spot on, perfect, on par with Rory McIlroy. However, as we move on to the different phases, things get a little hairy, and Ryan's going to talk to you a little bit about the differences.
As her body rotates and the club face reaches its maximum height, Alicia's elbows begin to flex, and at the same time her front foot lifts into plantar flexion. As she continues into her downswing, her elbows remain flexed, causing her thoracic spine to bend. All of these differences creates a drift in the club head, leading to shot inaccuracy, frustration, and club replacement.
6, I meant to say.
God damn you!
fucking prick.
Yeah, you're right, it's horrible, but... And here we go. We don't need that putter anymore.
This leads us to the three main biomechanical principles that we believe can help improve an amateur's golf swing. Firstly, we want to start with summation of forces. This begins in the backswing as the body stores up energy preparing for the downswing and ultimately as the club face makes contact with the ball, sending it off into the greenway.
Next, we think focusing on pendular motion would allow for significant improvement in an amateur's golf swing, keeping the arms, which is the upper part of the pendulum, and the club, which is the lower part of the pendulum. By keeping these in a consistent motion would allow for greater accuracy.
And finally, for our last mechanism, we want to talk about stability. It's important, as you can see all the way through the swing, that maintaining the lower center of gravity and a nice base will allow for better accuracy and avoid injury.
To conclude this presentation, we would like to mention a few exercises that can help improve your golf swing. The first is a standing wood chop. Incorporating this into your exercise routine will help strengthen the core muscles such as obliques, abdominals, and glutes. If you get tired of being a lumberjack, you can perform side planks, or you can perform hip thrusters. All will greatly improve the maximum force you can generate with your hips.